We're at the Dream Center where they make dreams come true at 635 West 5th Street. My name's Jeffrey Williams, and I'm the one that manages and runs, the CEO, the director, whatever you want to call it. You can just call me Mr. Jeffrey. Over the Risk Club. Risk basically stands for reality instills skillful knowledge. So by getting out and seeing it, smelling it, touching it, tasting it, going, doing, and being, you become a better individual, whether you're on the low end or whether you're on the high end. It all works together where we form a positive peer culture. Basically, Risk Club, it just helps prepare young people for life, whether they're middle school students, whether they're high school students. We give them the skills to go out there and be successful in life, and we guarantee success. So we do college tours, we do business tours. We also do a summer extension with something called Teen Business Camp as well. So we have a lot of great activities that we do with the young people to help prepare them for success. Welcome. Woo! It's hot out there. Well, this building is bustling with activity every day of the week, and it only is not in the building, it spills over in the streets, on the grass. They got a community garden back there as far as a hydroponics garden, a raised beds garden. They're giving out food on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They're giving out clothes. It's just all types of stuff. They're just loving on the community, and it helping make everybody's dreams come true throughout the entire city of Lakeland. This is the Jesse McNeil Computer Lab. So he was one of the original founders of the Dream Center. It used to be the Freedom Center once upon a time, but we got motivational quotes all throughout the computer lab, even from one of the local celebrities from here, product of this community, Ray Lewis, who grew up right down the road in them same Kona projects and not too far from here as well. So this is where we kind of make the dreams come true. So they got to kind of decrease the digital divide. So we have these computers which are all connected through the city of Lakeland, Surf Lakeland. So it has the best network and the best internet that could be offered. This is the same stuff that's at the public libraries here locally. It's offered right here at the Dream Center. Yeah, I actually been working in this community for 27 years. I've been here at the Dream Center for a total of 10 years. So it's double-digit years I've been at the Dream Center, and they provide me free space. Dream Center is 635 West 5th Street, Lakeland, Florida. But you can always contact me at riskclub@ymail.com. You can also cash at me at $, capital TEEN, capital KING. So it's Team King. You can also write checks and money orders out to Risk Club. If you want to volunteer, get involved, you can hit me up on the email, riskclub@ymail.com. You can always call me at area code 863-888-0468. Going to the BMW dealership and then the Mercedes dealership. So this is Financial Literacy Week for us. So we had someone come in yesterday talking about needs and wants, showing them how to write a check, but now we're going to learn the finance process of buying a new vehicle. So today we're learning about purchasing a luxury vehicle. So some of the vehicles on the lot go upwards of over $200,000. A lot of them are interested in the G-Wagon, which is about $150,000 roughly. But we want them to aspire for higher. We want them to always dream, and we always want to show them a way that they can obtain their goals and reach their dreams.
Webster Park Room. Mr. Jeff, what is this?
Webster Park Room is basically a game room. They recently just kind of tricked it out with the different jerseys of some of the sports teams here from high school here in Lakeland. But it's a room where we've also had some product donated from Microsoft. We have a gaming system, but it's just kind of a spot where the men can kind of come together, or the young men, and just discuss topics from politics to relationships to religion. And you know, they can watch TV, they can use the gaming system, they got foosball, they have all the different things that they enjoy doing. And today we're going to be doing some music in here. So it's going to convert into a music studio for us today, and the kids are going to work on some songs and then also record as well. Yeah, the first week of camp we had a barbering academy, barbershop academy going on in the same room. We had the barber chair, we had a professional barber in here, and we had all types of topics about what is a father, and it was just all males, all men in here. And then the gentlemen felt comfortable where they were actually able to share. Some of the young men, they didn't have a father. Some of them fathers been in prison for 10 years. Some of them maybe talk to their fathers maybe only a couple times out the year. Some of them want a better relationship and want to interact with their father even more. So we try to teach them the skills to help them communicate even better with their fathers. But any type of topic, whether it's about sex, whether it's about politics, religion, whatever the case, this is a safe space for them to communicate, and they really communicate and express themselves well in the kind of like the barbershop talk. Some kids don't go to the barbershop to get to participate, so we brought the barbershop to them right here in the community.
And inside of the barbershop, you had a credit expert come in and talk about credit as well.
Yeah, because a lot of times you can't be what you don't see, and you haven't learned what you haven't been taught. So we had another product of the program, Thomas Williams, come out and talk about making wise choices with your credit and how to make your payments on time and max out on using credit cards to get some of your assets. All of that, but that's some of that blueberry lemon glaze. So I'm gonna send a sample. I'm gonna get a little sample, where you can take that to the house. We got it. It's a full commercial grade supermarket charities. They built this whole commercial grade kitchen, all of the commercial warmers, the stoves, the griddles, the refrigerators, the freezers, the warmers, the ice machines, everything was provided by public supermarkets. So we come in here and we cook them delicious, nutritious meals, broccoli, all the different vegetables, fish, chicken, pancakes, sausage.
I heard you have some of the best Kool-Aid in town.
Oh yeah, we got that Grandma Sweet Kool-Aid, and we just had a delivery because we're getting ready to sell it at $5 a quart. So we're gonna have pink lemonade, pink passion pineapple. We're gonna have that good old Grandma Sweet red Kool-Aid, and we just got a delivery in. We had a big 18-wheeler truck pulled in front of the building to provide all of our containers for us to sell these things because it's a business campus. So we're gonna look inside here. We just got a shipment. We got an 18-wheeler just dropped off.
And we're at 5,
all
4,
of our bottles.
3.
So we're gonna
2,
be filling up these quart
and
bottles.
we're
And they're
at
gonna
1.
be able to get their
Still
drinks.
talking.
This is a $5 drink. So it's tasty. It's sweet.
TBC.
Grandma sweet, of course.
TBC.
And we'll be able to supply this to people in the community that want to support what we do. So we're not just begging, and we want to provide a service and a product that people can purchase and teach the kids the basic entrepreneurial efforts.
All right. I see everybody chilling right here, Jeff. Let me get him.
Oh, yeah. Just a minute ago. All right. Now, what is the first thing? What's the first step we're going to do when solving this equation? Yes, sir. What did you say again?
Isolate the variable.
We're going to isolate the variable. Yeah, a lot of people not familiar with that kind of vocabulary. What is a variable? What is a variable? Yes, sir, Hicks.
Like a letter.
A variable is like a letter. So our letter for this particular problem is what?
S.
What is another letter we could use? Y, A, B, C, the whole alphabet as your variable. When it says isolate, what does isolate mean? Yes, sir. You want to put it by itself. So we're going to isolate our variable, which is x. Now, in order to solve this problem, what is the second step? I'm putting 1 again. I'm on that slow-mo. What is the second step that we're going to do when we're doing this problem? All the way in the back, Miss Lexi.
Add opposite to both sides.
We're going to add the opposite, not only on one side, we're going to do it on both sides of the equation. So we add the opposite to both sides. Now, a lot of you haven't learned this because you haven't been taught. So we're just trying to teach you so you can learn. And you'll be ahead of the game when you go back to school. Now, we have our variable that we want to isolate. We want x to be on the side by itself. So in order to add the opposite to both sides, we have a positive 14 here. So what do we have to add to both sides? Just raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand. Yes, sir.
Negative 14.
A negative 14, we're going to have to add that to both sides. We're going to add that. See, I like to add them because sometimes when you're subtracting, it can kind of make it confusing to me. So I like to add. I like to add, just like I like to add them dollars up.
Oh, yeah.
So I like to add the opposite to both sides. So what's going to happen in the middle of our equation, sir? What's going to happen to these 14s? What's another word we use for that?
Cancel.
Cancel. That, like that cancellation. Bye-bye. They gone. Up out of there. So we're going to get x. It's going to come down, our variable, which is x, equals, now we have to add these two numbers together. We have a negative 21 plus a negative 14. What is our total? What is our answer? Yes, ma'am, in the back. Negative 7. So we got a negative 21 plus a negative 14, and that's going to give us a negative 7. Is that correct, folks?
No.
And sorry, that's incorrect. Yes, ma'am. What would you get?
Negative 35.
Negative 35. You're adding two numbers. They have like signs. So you got 5. You got 3. It's going to be a negative 35. So even if you change this and put an inequality there, less than equal to, it still would be the same thing. So don't get fearful because you see the inequality symbol. It's still the same thing. And then if you had to graph it, the cheat sheet is already up there for you. We know when we have an inequality symbol and we got a less than equal to, it's going to be an open or a closed circle. Is that open or closed? Closed. It's going to be closed. Now something you can learn right quickly if you don't even know how to graph. If the variable is on the left and the number is on the right, it's already showing you the direction to go. So like right here, if we looked at that, oh, that's the direction that the arrow would go. So we would shade going to the left side. So it would be all of the numbers equal to and less than 35. Very good. Give yourself a hand. Now we're going to finish up adding integers, doing all of that, but we're going to get us a tasty, delicious, and nutritious lunch. And then we're going to also follow up with our music instruction today. Then we'll try to get out to the car lot before it rains. So trying to get to the Mercedes dealership and also the BMW lot. Shh. Make sure you get all your stuff quietly, and we're going to release you by table. Once your table is clean, everything is picked up, we're going to be ready to go across the street. Do it quietly. That means keep your mouth closed. Only thing I see here is the paper's rattling. Thank you.
Mr. Jeff, I see you doing great things here at the Risk Club. What are you teaching them today and what's going forward?
Today we've been just doing basic algebraic equations. We're also teaching adding and subtracting negative and positive integers. We also have them doing some basic equations like with the inequalities that we mentioned before.
All right, Mr. Jeff, I noticed that you also taking them out on trips to Atlanta. You got an upcoming trip to Atlanta. Could you speak on that? Let the community know what we're doing.
Yes, we do have a trip coming to Atlanta July 31st and August 4th. It's going to be 5 days, 4 nights. So we'll leave from here in Lakeland 4 a.m. We'll be going to Atlanta. We'll do the Lenox Mall. We'll do the college tour, Spelman, Clark, Morehouse, Georgia Tech, University of Georgia. On the back end, we'll do FAMU, FSU. We'll go visit the King Center. We'll hike up Stone Mountain while we're there. We'll get a chance to ride the MARTA train, visit the historical sites there as well. But we're just going to have a trip that's just action-packed, fun-packed, and where it's a learning experience because exposure is everything. You can't be what you don't see. So they'll see a lot of great things, a lot of great professionals, a lot of great entrepreneurs, and an awesome city with a lot of culture and great things going on in that city.
So, Mr. Jeff, if somebody wants to support you here at the Risk Club, how can they do that?
They could always cash at me at $, capital TEEN, capital KING, which is Team King. They could also write out a check or money order to RISK CLUB, which is the Risk Club. And they can just contact me through email, riskclub@ymail.com.
All right, Jeff, can we get them fired up one time with one of those chants, man? I would like to see one of them chants, man. Let's fire it up.
So here we go. Who's down over there represent? I said, who's down over there represent? TBC, you know we represent. TBC, you know we represent. I said, who's down over there represent? Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Just right. 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 All right.
Yeah.
Once they're ready.
Mr. Jeff, I just noticed you had the kids in here today at TBC, all right? And you were doing math problems. I thought it was all fun and games up here.
No, sir. We do academic enrichment through the summer to get their skills sharp as well, because every student doesn't have a teacher, and a lot of kids haven't learned because they haven't been taught. And a lot of the schools with the current situations going on and the low pay, you have a lot of subs and scrubs at the school. So in the summer, for the 8 weeks, we do academic enrichment daily, and it helps give them the extra edge when they go back to school. We read for 2 hours each day minimum. They're also writing essays throughout the summer. They're working on their basic math skills. So we're doing reading, writing, and arithmetic throughout the summer. We also integrate it into our job skills, life skills, budgeting skills, etc. Basically, it's just off of sweat equity. We do fundraisers. We get donations. So if you would like to donate, you can donate through Cash App with $ capital TEEN, capital KING, that's Teen King. You can also write a check out to Risk Club, or a check or a money order, or you can come here in person and see us, and you can do it with that good old American way, cash money.
Yes, and we're right here in Lakeland at the Dream Center, right?
Where we're making dreams come true, right here on 5th Street in Lakeland.